So Barry, Barry actually, if you're Barry here, do you just bin all these so you can cast Murderous Cut?
It's not a bad option, but at this point with double Rabble Masters, I feel like it's not exactly what you want to do. Like,
he hasn't played our land this turn, right? Okay,
correct.
So yeah, we can just cast Murderous Cut now, anyways.
So we can block a Rabble Master,
block a Rabble Master,
Murderous Cut the other Rabble Master,
Murderous Cut one, then take 5 from tokens, and if Dan wants to swing with it, Elf 6, and then if Dan has a Stormbreath Dragon, well, that's what happens when we mulligan to 5.
And this is why I like to watch Dan play these aggressive decks, is because the speed of his play accelerates faster depending on how low his opponent is. That's going to be the Stormbreath Dragon. So, so now you have a few options.
Oh god,
they're not good ones.
They're not good ones. I think you have to still kill a Rabble Master before combat.
Oh jeez.
I understand that.
Boy, those are big Rabble Masters.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to kill a Rabble Master, you kill it before combat.
Correct.
So I think Barry has just essentially conceded here.
That would appear to be it.
Yep. Barry is dead. Double Rabble Masters is when you mull to 4 or 5. It's pretty tough.
It just wasn't a very good start for Barry. I mean, the mull to 5 first and foremost against a hand of double Rabble Masters was just not what you want to see.
Yeah.
I'm
but
interested.
Here's the power of 2-color decks.
This
against
is it.
I mean, I guess Barry playing 3 colors he didn't get screwed because he was playing 3 colors. He got screwed because he didn't have any mana. But I didn't see the Hansi mulligans, so maybe he was mulliganing hands where he didn't have all 3 colors of mana, or he had it like coursers with double black and no double green,
I don't think your statement is that wrong, though, because from what we saw at last FNM with the 2-color Boros Burn deck annihilating its 3-color opponents, simply because a majority of the time Bart didn't have to play tap lands.
Right, man.
So while his opponent was still on their second tap land or third tap land, he had already had out a Seeker of the Way, a Monastery Swiftspear, a Goblin Rabble Master, Chain to the Rocks, your 2-drop.
Right.
I'm beating you in the face.
Right, yeah, and then we're playing, Barry's got Mana Confluence in his deck, he's got Llanowar Waste in his deck, so he's taking a bunch of Caves of Quest, so he's taking a bunch of pain off of his lands and stuff, and, pain adds up. And then we just die when our opponents are playing Fireball, Lightning Strike, and
Stoke the Flames.
Stoke the Flames. So
you're not wrong. It's interesting to see Barry playing the Abzan Whip deck for this GPT, as last week at FNM he had really good success with the Ascendancy combo list. He played the old Ascendancy combo list with Springleaf Drum, Kiora's Follower, and he did very well. We have highlights up from last week. You can go watch him play.
Maybe he just didn't want to be bored.
Decided that it was not the correct deck to play tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like, hey, I want to actually have fun tonight.
Sure. It's true, and maybe he's playing toward the meta also. You don't know if he thinks Abzan Whip is a good matchup against other decks, or maybe he wants to practice with a deck that he thinks could be potential down the road. New cards coming out.
That's fair. I don't know, but I wouldn't play the Ascendancy deck. One, is boring.
True.
And then I also wouldn't metagame for tiny FNMs. People are going to play the deck they're going to play.
That is also true, but this is to go to GPT, so you're trying to get into Cleveland here, and obviously at GPT.
I don't know why you want to get into Cleveland. If this was you want a thing where you never had to go to Cleveland, I would not be commentating right now, and I would be playing.
You would be playing. Okay. Yeah. Well, if it was to not go to Cleveland, but let's stop talking about Cleveland for a second and talk about the fact that we are hosting Star City Games Regional Championships in February. I mean, this will be a good tournament. This is up for pre-order right now on the website. You can get in. You can sign up to be one of the first 200 players, receive an awesome limited edition SCG Regional playmat, and hope to get your piece of $5,000 in cash.
Yeah, I mean, this event is sweet. I'm kind of I didn't know it was a cash prize when I agreed to commentate.
Sure.
I thought it was like this SCG States where it's like, hey, here are some packs.
That is not the case here. Yeah.
But,
this is big. This is a big event going to be hosted in the Chicagoland area by Nerd Rage Gaming. We will be there commentating. Matt might actually slip out from behind the booth and try to play.
No, that's not
going to happen.
That's not going to happen. I mean,
if you were going to play in this event, what deck would you bring?
I don't know, because like Fate Reforged is coming out.
It is.
So we'll see how that shakes things up.
That's very
true.
true.
I might pre-register so I can get those cute squirrel mat.
The cute squirrel mat is
those
awesome.
Things are super cute.
They are super
Although
cute.
I'm kind of scared of the Force of Will Squirrel and Dark Confidant.
They look a little terrifying. It's all right though. Well, that's the end of round 1, so we're going to be heading into round 2 shortly. Stay with us. We've got more tonight. It's going to be a 5-rounder here for this GPT.
Don't forget to cut to top 8.
That is also true. We will have a top 8 tonight.
We're going to be here all night.
Awesome. Well, we'll be back with you guys in a minute.